Right, so it's an era where palliatives are being looted across many parts of the country. But we are live right now in Abuja, the nation's capital, where Ariyo is standing by. Ariyo Atoye, a co-convener of Center for Liberty. He joins us live via Skype from the nation's capital. Ariyo, thank you so much for agreeing to speak with Galaxy TV. It's been a very, very interesting time and moment. What a time to be Nigerian. These are very interesting times indeed, by the way, Ariyo. Thank you so much for joining us on the show this evening, live from the nation's capital. But just before we get to talk about the palliative, let me even get to hear your views about the whole Lekki incident, the shootings where the Nigerian army has described as fake, even when there have been videos, especially from, which has even gone as far as the international community. What's your reaction to this? And if you may also tell us, talk us through the role the social media played in this particular incident.
Lekki incident is real. Thank you. Everybody has seen it, including the videos that have come out of that very incident. I think what we are seeing is that the authorities are afraid. The leadership of the Nigerian military is afraid, and probably also the people in Lagos State are also afraid talking about the leadership. They are afraid simply because petitions have gone out to the International Criminal Justice. Petitions have gone out to different international bodies, and they believe that they could actually, at a minimum, get visa ban from global sanctions. That is why they are trying to do everything to introduce this information and also to undermine the credibility of the videos and information from the tragic Lekki shooting, Lekki massacre. Gradually, people are piecing the pieces together, and we've seen a situation whereby we've seen others now coming out to the fact that they lost loved ones. We've seen more evidence, we've seen more information. Now that we're having this, the people that spread this propaganda are trying to up their games in terms of also numbers. So at every point in time, they are shooting vocals. The review ordinarily should be about who sent the unknown soldiers, who switched off the light, and some of those people, they don't want to do this review. They don't want Nigerians to ask questions. And it is not nothing like this is done anywhere in the world. So, like I said, it is real. And the international community did not just speak. They have also reviewed the videos and also credible news from what happened that very tragic day in Lekki. And I believe that the days ahead also will prove interesting. This has done a good job in revealing everything that transpired. People have been to up their videos, upload their comments, and of course, all of these are going to prove very vital when cases associated with the Lekki incident and other incidents nationwide will definitely be reviewed. So I believe that those who are trying to pass this information are doing a great disservice to not just to the country but to humanity. And it's important that the government desist from sponsoring this propaganda and this information and face the reality of what actually happened in Lekki. And that's the way we can get justice. They should come forward with how to mitigate the pains and how to sympathize with the families affected, including those who shot. Not that we should be querying people who got injured and be asking them some funny questions like the former governor of Lagos did. That how did you get there? What were you doing? All manner of very questions. And I don't think the leadership has learned anything at all from the events of the past 14, 15 years.
If you can hear me loud and clear, if you can hear me loud and clear, I'm sorry to interrupt you because we're pressed for time. We have to move very, very quickly. Just before we talk about the political impact of all of this that played out in the past 2 weeks, especially from October 3, when a viral video circulated all over social media about the killings of someone in Uheli community in Delta State. Let's even talk about the NSAS protesters and movement. What exactly is the fate of the movement and protesters?
Well, let me say this, that it's a movement really, but not a movement that is defined by a kind of a structure that people really see. The movement itself is defined by the agitations and the concerns of Nigerians who are both direct and indirect casualties of years and years of police brutality, including police victimization and killings that we've seen across different ends, the SARS zone in the country. The movement has come to stay until there is justice. It is a movement that is owned by Nigerians, especially concerned Nigerians, who are directly and indirectly affected. It is not necessarily about having a sort of organic leadership. The leadership is in the request that people have made in terms of governments, showing or demonstrating responsibility. So, what I've also heard that some people are trying to put the team together to be able to probably respond to government. I'm not opposed to it. However, whatever any group or movement in terms of names of individuals that are put together, the concerns are more than that organized names that people are likely to put forward. So NSAS will continue. People will continue to demand justice. It's now a global affair. So it's not going to be something that's limited to Nigeria. But now you can see that demonstrations are still going on globally.
Okay, Ariyo, maybe before we talk about the issue of palliatives, which is it's also trending at the moment, maybe in 60 seconds, if you may, talk us through the political impact of the hashtag NSAS protesters or protests.
Oh, thank you very much. I would like to say and speak directly to members of the ruling elite. What we have seen in the last couple of days is like a yellow card. A yellow card to members of this ravenous ruling elite. It is a semi-final to the day of age, which will come if they don't do the needful. The ruling elite have lost the capacity to govern this nation, and they've lost the capacity to bring about good governance. Except we restructure Nigeria and back on fundamental reform, we will not be able to regain this country. Like in the local parlance, they will say, don't mature. The bad boys have matured. The neglected, dejected youth who have been confined to hopelessness have matured. They are more in number than what the state is thinking. So the politicians today should probably be thinking about having an emergency meeting between the president and 32 state governors and leadership of the National Assembly for them to have a rethink how to move forward.
Ariyo Dari Atoye would like to thank you so much. That's a good place to anchor our conversation because we are pressed for time. I'm afraid we have to let you go. Thank you so much for speaking with us at this time.
Thank you for having me.
We'll be speaking with the co-convener of Center for Liberty, Ariyo Dari Atoye. We are live in Calabar in just a moment as we have a BA Dogu standing by to speak with us. That's in a moment. Stay with us. We'll be right back.